Hi, I'm Anita. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a pair of earrings, and this is to get in the mood for the Christmas season coming up, get a little festive. I'm going to be making a pair of earrings that look like candy canes. Very simple to make. I'll have links in the description box below that will apply to all the products used in today's tutorial. So if you click more below this video, you'll get all the details, including a link to my website. So first of all, let's review the materials you're going to need. I've got 20 gauge wire here, and you're going to need about 4 inches for each earring, so a total of 8 inches of the wire. You're going to need some wire cutters, of course, and you're also going to need some round nose pliers, flat nose pliers, a couple of earring hooks, and I'm using 2 different colors in the size 11/0 seed beads, white and red. And let's clear the area and get started. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to cut your wire. And I've just got a simple little ruler to measure with. Let me grab that real quick. Alright, so simple ruler, I'm going to cut a 4-inch piece, about right there. Clip that, and you're going to want 2 of these, so I'll go ahead and cut the second one. Get that going. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to shape our wire. The first thing I'm going to do is to get the unevenness out. We'll start with one of these. I'm going to take a flat nose plier and hold on to one end of this, like that. And you're also going to need some nylon pliers, which looks like this. It's this little plastic that protects the wire, and it's when you get kinks in the wire that you want to get out, you just run that over your wire to kind of help straighten it out. Very simple tool to do. So our wire is nice and straight. So now I'm going to take a pair of round nose pliers like this. And my curve right now is kind of going inward, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to coil the end, bringing this towards me. So I'm just holding it on the real thin part of my round nose, and you want to grab it so that the wire isn't sticking out. So I'm going to just start to rotate this towards me, and then I'm going to shift my pliers and rotate until the loop is closed, and then I'm going to roll it a little bit more to bring that overlapping just a little. So we'll roll that a little bit more. And now I'm going to take my flat nose pliers and just make sure that that's nice and flat. Now I'm going to hold on to this and just straighten this out just a little. So that's what I want my loop to look like, because I want my beads to stop here when I start beading. So that's what that should look like. So now that we have our wire straightened out, the pattern is very simple. You're going to be beading 2 whites and 2 reds alternating. So you're going to start by picking up 2 11/0s in white, just like that, and this is 20 gauge wire. And the thing about these are Miyuki seed beads. Now some seed beads might be slightly irregular, and if that's the case, you might have to either get thinner wire or make sure that your holes on your beads are big enough to accommodate this gauge. So I've got 2 whites. Now I'm going to pick up 2 reds, and so I've got 2 reds. So the pattern is I'm picking up 2 whites, 2 reds. I'm going to do 7 sets of 2 of the white and 6 sets of the red in increments of 2. So I'm going to end with white at the end. So we'll pick that up, 2 more whites, like that, just push those down, and then 2 more reds. See if I can find one with the hole small enough. And keep doing that until you have a total of 7 sets of the white and 6 sets of the red. And then I'll show you how to shape this. So this is going to be a fairly short video. It won't take long to make these. Very easy to make and very cute. All right, so go ahead and string the rest of those on, and then I'll show you how to shape it and finish the earring. All right, I've got all of my beads on. I just added my last 2 white ones. So as you can see, we've got a total of 6 sets of the red and 7 of the white. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape this, and if you don't have a ring mandrel, which is what I've got here, you can use probably one of your tubes of your beads. Just kind of hold it against and just kind of shape the end like that. We'll push that bead back up. So then once I've got it shaped, I'm going to bend it a little bit more to where I want my candy cane shape to be. And you can just kind of straighten this out if it gets a little crooked on you. Very simple to do. So there's a candy cane there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this piece of wire short enough so that we can loop the other end like this. So I'm going to take my wire cutters and I'm going to leave about a 1/2 inch. Just like that. If you have a little bit more, it's not a problem because we're going to be coiling this, and it's not going to matter. The finished length is according to our sets of beads. Now we're going to take our round nose pliers, and I'm going to flip it like this, and I'm going to start to coil this end just like we did here, and I'm coiling towards the inside of the candy cane. So I'm just going to grip it, start to turn like that, turn it some more, and I'm going to keep coiling it till I meet where my bead is. And just make sure your beads are pushed up so that you don't have any gaps. And there's my coil ending right at the edge of where that white bead is. And it just gives it a little decorative feature. Very cute. So there is your candy cane. Now all we have to do is add our earring hook. And what I'm going to do is just open this using my flat nose pliers. So I'm going to twist this towards me and open it wide enough that you can slide it over your candy cane. So I'm going to flip this on, and I'm going to put it right in between the red and white, right about there. And you can always move it if it's not positioned where you want it. You can move it around. So from here I'm going to close that. I'm going to use some skinnier pliers to close it. And just be careful when you're closing not to crack your bead. Let's move this over a little. And I'm just bringing it to a close, making sure there's no gap. So there is your candy cane earring. And the other one, let me grab that. I already made that one off camera, so hold on and I'll put that together and we'll wrap up this video. All right, here's our finished candy cane earrings, and it didn't take very long to make these. They're very lightweight, If you don't want to use earring hooks, you can use a lever back, and with a lever back you're probably going to have to add a couple of jump rings. And I would use like maybe a 4 and a 5 millimeter jump ring. Very simple to do. So this concludes today's tutorial. Short and sweet, just like the candy cane. I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday this year, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And thank you for joining me today. I'll have links in the description box below with all the products used in today's tutorial. I have a website where I sell my own jewelry, and you'll see this and a few other holiday themed earrings available for sale. I'll have links in the description box. If you'd like to check out my creations, keep an eye out, and I do have periodic sales with some great deals. If you're not a subscriber, I hope that you do subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed and liked and commented on my videos. I really appreciate your return visits to watch my videos. And just to let you know, I reached my 500 subscriber milestone about a month or so ago, and I had a drawing, and I had a young lady named Sharon who won the prize, and it was over $500 worth of jewelry. Very happy winner. So I want to say thank you, Sharon, for subscribing and sharing my link. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, you might want to get on the bandwagon, because I'm going to have another giveaway when I reach 1,000 subscribers. So when I have 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have another giveaway. This time I'm going to let the winner pick their prizes. And I'm not going to tell you how many pieces you get to pick, so that's going to be a big reveal when I do that video. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful holiday. Happy beading. And I'll see you next time.